I didn't recognise my emergency chair. I'm not used to these surroundings. And I forgot that this was mine.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, what were you doing there?
That was my aftershave.
Why?
Smell nice for the viewers.
Oh, very good. Yes, very good. I look at that myself.
Oh, right, okay.
Yes, well done.
Should we get on?
Yes.
Today in the news, Morpeth man was seen walking his dog along the...
Wait, not now. Let's leave that, not now. Why don't we introduce ourselves first?
Or the other way round. I'll introduce you introduce me.
All right.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, okay.
This is Steve. What?
Go on.
Steve, yeah.
Yes.
You've probably seen my video before, but you haven't seen...
Very good.
Yeah, thank you. This is Steve. He's 5'9". Can I stress the word tall? Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you. Tall. So there you go. So that's Steve.
And this is Phil.
Thank you.
As some of you will know from before, if not watched the before. And he, despite appearances, has been to Belgique, as the French would say.
All right. Well, what we're going to do today is talk a bit about the book again.
Yes.
This time, though, I think we'll talk a bit about memories when we wrote it.
Yeah.
Do you remember that, Steve?
It was a long time ago.
That's the cliches, isn't it?
Yeah, that was the main thing.
That was the start of it.
We realised that what we were coming out with was good. What we were saying to each other was good, and it really made us laugh, and it seemed to make other people laugh. But
Yeah,
then,
made your face ache.
I know, I said stop, and I took people in my jeans down. And then we did the next few cliches like this. Yes, so we thought we'd better write them down before we forgot them, because some were very good.
Yeah, they were. And we used to meet up at McDonald's.
Yes. We used to go in and ask for a McTea.
Yeah, and make a liver sandwich. I remember we used to do some quite bizarre things. I remember us going into a shop, a record shop, Humerous.
Yes, that's still there.
Is it?
Yeah.
So there we asked if we could enter into the legally binding contract of purchasement of the said CD.
Yes, you can go about the business of entering into the legally binding contract.
Yeah. But people used to look at us funny, didn't they?
I know.
Why?
It's as if they've never heard the phrase before.
I know. Strange. So, but this progressed, didn't it? And we did write some sketches and do some filming of sketches, but the book was the key thing, really, wasn't it? That's the thing that we carried on with more often than not, as they say in East Anglia.
We do.
Yes. So, anything else you remember particularly about that time?
We used to go to a certain chip shop a lot, which now is another certain chip shop. I don't know whether it was because we were customers or because they were genuine, but they laughed at some of the things that we said.
I remember we wrote a lot of our sketches while we were eating our chiplets. And we used to have a John Bull. Do you remember a John Bull?
Yeah, and it was amazing. We'd asked the question. We said the first time we were in there and we saw that on the menu, what's John Bull? Then he'd explain to us, well, it's 2 pieces of, I think it said chicken, 2 pieces of potato, they're quite big things, weren't they? 2 pieces of potato with mincemeat inside and then deep fried.
Yeah.
And then nearly every time we were there, someone would say, oh, we'd look at the menu and say, what's a John Bull? And we'd think, stupid fools. It's 2 pieces of potato. And we get frustrated. It was funny.
It was. I think we should talk about the future as well.
Yes.
What plans have we got for the future? I know after here we're going to go and get some chips.
Yes.
That's technically
some coleslaw.
Some 6 ounces of coleslaw from the crispy pod.
Yes.
Oh, before we go on, I have to say thank you to the Haydock Thistle Hotel.
Oh yes, this is where we are, and these, as you can tell,
the tent.
Our salubrious surroundings in the tent, a very cold tent.
A very big tent.
That's the jackets.
Yes, I didn't have this on before when it was warm.
No, it's not warm.
But there you go. But this is the tent they use for weddings.
Yeah.
It's bigger. It's probably, I'd say, a 100 man tent, 100 person tent.
Oh, it's
should we say?
Maybe bigger. It's at least as big as this room.
Yeah, it is. So, but the future anyway, as far as we're concerned, we're writing our second book, aren't we?
Here we are.
And one of the main parts of that is going to be, or one of the biggest parts, we hope, is an attempt at a world record.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
Yes, Twitter's all the rage, so we thought, well, why not use that to get our idea going, which is that different people just submit the next sentence in the book. They can read previous sentences.
Yeah.
And they just add to that. But that's going to be a chapter in the book, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
There are other parts of the book. There'll be things that annoy us. I've got plenty of those.
Yes, yes. It's things that people say
Yeah.
that are just ridiculous. Like,
But not cliches. We've done cliches.
yeah, we've done cliches. It's to give you an example. It was somebody might go into a travel agent's and sit down and say, "Have you got any holidays in Egypt you can't tell me about?" God.
Yeah.
Yes, I've not got any holidays in Egypt.
Yes. Let's see what we can't find over here.
Yeah.
And you don't go to anywhere to see what you can't find.
No, you don't.
You go to, why be so negative about life? Let's go and see what we can find.
They do it in all sorts of situations. I hear it all the time, and that is so annoying. It's negative people,
Yes.
I think, that say that, or people from certain parts of the country that say it as the norm.
Yeah.
And then there's
Something that annoys me is when people say thanks in advance. It seems to be all the rage in emails. I don't think anyone's ever said that to me, to anyone. But
before you move on with explaining this, can I just thank you in advance?
No. Because I like to be thanked after I've done something. People say, "Oh, can you do this?" You read what they want, and then you think there's a 2-hour job. Thanks in advance. And I think, well, please just let me do what I'm doing, and then thank me. And then you'll thank me, hopefully, in proportion to the amount of work that you see I've put into it. But if they're saying thanks in advance and that's all the thanks I'm going to get, which clearly isn't much to speak of, then I'm probably not going to put all my heart and soul into doing what they want me to do. Don't thank me in advance.
Well, first of all, can I say...
But we'll make it funny. We'll make it funny. That wasn't funny. That was putting everything into that.
Yeah, I think the point is that we will make... There'll be in a form of a conversation, won't it?
Yeah.
To show you why it's annoying,
Yeah.
and that's the funny part of it. But thank you very much for sharing that part with us.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
It is appreciated, the work that you put into that, and thanks in advance for the rest.
Yes, thank you.
So there's that, and then we talked about the Twitter thing. So go to our website, beat-about-the-bush.co.uk.
I tell people it's beat about the bush with dashes between each word.
That's probably easier
Because then it's got the book title in the mind as well.
Well, yeah,
it's not called beat dash about dash.
No, but I got a bit confused the other day when I was saying that, so I can see your point. It's a very fair point and valid. And then the final thing is television.
Yes. That doesn't annoy us, but that's
a future.
Yeah.
A future thing.
Yeah.
That's what we plan to do.
Because we recorded some sketches, as we said.
Yeah.
There are others that we've got ideas for.
But yeah, we're trying to do a pilot. We'll then show that to friends, family, and then send it off to see if anybody's interested in letting us be on television.
Yeah.
So that's the plans for the future. But for now, it's the first book, Beat About the Bush, which comes out in 10 weeks-ish.
Yeah, which will be
exciting. Yeah. We're going to have a signing in Borders and the launch party. That's fine. So there you go. Because thank you very much for listening and watching. I guess we'll see you again in the future. Well, I won't see you, but they'll see you.
Yeah. We can't see them now, actually.
No.
So what
I'm
we're
kind
guessing
of
is that
imagining
we'll see them.
At some point.
Not again.
Well, yeah, we might
Well, we
see
won't
them.
even know who they are.
But they can put their hands up. Anybody watching now, if you just put your hands up, we'll know who you are.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah, see?
Oh, he's from Borders. He was at Borders that day.
Yeah.
Not been too yet.
So, that's it.
It is.
Okay, you take care of yourself.
Thank you. Yes, don't forget your aftershave.
Oh, I won't.
Where is it?
It's,
Now look.
it's here.
Okay. Okay.
Put it back for later.